Clay soil can be tough for gardeners. It's heavy, compact, and can be a real challenge to work with. It's dense and doesn't drain well, often leading to waterlogged conditions that can suffocate plant roots. This can make it hard for some plants to grow, as their roots struggle to penetrate the thick, compacted soil. But don't worry, you can still have a great garden. With the right approach, clay soil can be transformed into a fertile ground for many plants. Many vegetables actually prefer clay soil because it retains moisture and nutrients well. Crops like broccoli, cabbage, and kale thrive in these conditions. With a few tips and tricks, you can create the perfect environment for them to thrive. Adding organic matter like compost or aged manure can improve soil structure and drainage. We'll explore which vegetables do well in clay and how to make your soil the best it can be. From root vegetables like carrots and potatoes to leafy greens, there's a wide variety of plants that can flourish. Let's turn that challenging clay into a thriving garden. With patience and the right techniques, your clay soil can become a gardener's paradise. Not all vegetables are bothered by heavy clay. Some actually prefer it. These tough plants have adapted to handle the challenges of dense soil. Their strong roots can push through the packed earth. They don't mind a bit of moisture, which clay soil holds well. Understanding these plants gives you a head start. You're choosing vegetables naturally suited to your garden. It's a recipe for success. Here are a few vegetables that don't mind getting their roots a little dirty in clay beans. These climbers are masters at fixing nitrogen in the soil, improving its fertility over time. Broccoli and Brussels sprouts. These cool weather lovers appreciate the moisture retention of clay soil. Chard and kale. These leafy greens are incredibly resilient and can handle less than ideal soil conditions. Potatoes. These root vegetables prefer loose, well-drained soil, but they can tolerate clay with proper amendments. Improving your clay soil. Clay soil can be challenging to work with, but with the right techniques, you can turn it into a fertile ground for your garden. Even tough vegetables benefit from improved soil. Healthy soil is the foundation of a thriving garden, and even the hardiest plants will grow better in well-prepared soil. Here's how to make your clay soil more welcoming. Add organic matter. Organic matter helps break up the dense clay, making it easier for roots to penetrate and access nutrients. Compost, aged manure, and other organic materials are excellent choices. They not only improve soil structure, but also provide essential nutrients that plants need to grow. Or leaf mold will improve drainage and add nutrients. Consider raised beds. Raised beds can be particularly effective in areas with heavy clay soil, as they allow for better drainage and root development. Building up your garden beds can improve drainage and make working with clay easier. Don't over-till. Over-tilling can compact the soil further, making it even harder for plants to grow. Working wet clay can damage its structure. It's important to wait until the soil is dry enough to work with, as wet clay can become compacted and difficult to manage. Wait until it's dry enough to crumble. When the soil crumbles easily in your hand, it's ready to be worked on. With a little effort, you can transform your clay soil. By consistently adding organic matter and avoiding over-tilling, you can create a rich, fertile environment for your plants. It will become a healthy home for your vegetables. Your garden will flourish, and you'll enjoy the fruits of your labor with a bountiful harvest. Planting and care tips for clay soil gardens. Clay soil can be challenging, but with the right techniques, you can create a thriving garden. Planting in clay soil requires a little extra attention. Timing is key. Plan your planting schedule carefully to avoid working with overly wet or dry soil. Plant when the soil is not too wet. Moisture levels are crucial. Too much water can lead to compacted soil and poor root growth. Working with muddy clay can compact it further. This makes it harder for roots to penetrate and grow. Spacing matters. Give your plants a little extra space. Proper spacing ensures that each plant has enough room to grow and access nutrients. This allows for good air circulation and prevents overcrowding. Good airflow reduces the risk of fungal diseases and promotes healthier plants. Water wisely. Clay soil retains moisture, so avoid overwatering. Excess water can lead to root rot and other issues. Check the soil before watering to prevent root rot. Use your finger or a moisture meter to gauge the soil's moisture level. Remember, observe your plants. They will tell you what they need. Look for signs of stress or nutrient deficiencies and adjust your care routine accordingly. Happy gardening. Reaping the rewards. Your bountiful clay soil garden. Don't let clay soil discourage you. It can be a gardener's best friend with a little understanding. By choosing the right vegetables and giving them the care they need, you'll enjoy a thriving and productive garden. Now it's your turn. Do you have any tried and true tips for gardening in clay soil? Share your favorite crops and advice. Happy gardening!